Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I am your host, and today I am joined by Didac Costa. How are you?
Fine, fine. Yeah, I'm good, and I'm working hard to be on the next Vendée Globe, and happy to talk with you. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's really exciting. The Vendée Globe. Now, for those that don't know, and I'm sure that everybody that knows watching this, if you're into sailing, the Vendée Globe is a solo trip. And you participated in 2016. Your base is Barcelona. And now this year again, you're planning on doing it. And it starts in September, the 2020 version, doesn't it?
It starts in November, in 8th of November. Yeah. And yeah, the race is alone, but it's important to know that it's a team project, because we need a lot of people to help for start the race, for prepare the boat, for prepare the project. And for me, it's very important to do all the project with people who helps me. And this is a very important thing to say, that the race is alone, but the project is with a lot of people, and it's important to finish the race for all the people, for all the team, and it's a nice message, I think.
Well, I mean, yes, this is a solo race, but there is a lot that goes into it. I mean, not only you as the sailor, there's a lot of training and a lot of experience that goes into being capable of taking this on in the first place. But as well, there's a lot of funds that need to be raised.
Yeah, it depends of the project and your goal. It's not the same if you want to win the race or finish or do the best you can do. For me, the important thing is go as fast as possible with my possibilities. And I think it's a competition, but the important thing is try to do the best, no? But in this race, the boats are not the same. That there are new boats, old boats, and every boat have an history and it's different, no? And the people who follows the race knows that, and this is maybe one thing that is very nice for the Vendée Globe, no? And that you can follow every project and you can value this project with different ways, no? In my case, is obviously I can win the race, but and the funds are very low than others, but I can race and I can do the best race as possible. Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes it's about challenging yourself, not necessarily winning, but the challenge that you bring onto yourself.
Yeah, because the race is very clear. Is a round the world race alone, with no assistance, with no stops, no, and only with these issues, it's a challenge, no. It's not necessary to win the race for value the Vendée Globe, no. And I think this is the key for the successful for the Vendée Globe, no? That people value these kind of things, no? Not only your final position, so your effort to finish, to stay 100 days sailing alone, no, with big boats. I think that the people like this, and it's not so important your final position. This is my point of view. Yeah.
Well, in 2016, how long were you sailing on your own?
Sorry, how long?
How long did it take you to finish the race in 2016?
I finished in 110 days. Yeah, all the race. Yeah.
And how did you keep yourself sane? I mean, I think a lot of people being alone on the ocean with no sort of support structure, or how do you manage that?
Well, it's not the same that if you never sailing alone and you start up in the globe, it's a very it's different. Like in my experience that I did a lot of races alone or with double-handed races. No? It's not the same sensation. No? For me, it's a progression since 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and yes, it's a lot of days alone, but I think that is different. No, the visions who person never sail alone, and for me that I do this kind of races sometimes, you know, and maybe yeah, it's not the same vision, but it's true that when you are on the middle of the ocean, or on the Indian Ocean or Pacific Ocean, you have some thoughts about your situation, no? But it's important to fix your goal, no? That you are in a race, you have to finish, and maybe it's not good to think a lot of things about this, no? About your situation in that moment.
I guess you have to be super focused.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah.
Well, you're coming to this with a message as well. It's not just about the Vendée Globe. It's not just about competing in this race. You have some very, very interesting concepts, and very, deep concepts that go along with it: sustainability, social inclusion. Can you tell us how this is part of your mission?
Yeah, I think in the last years, this message win a consistence because all the people talks about this, and I think in general the sailing sport I think is very good to explain this kind of values, no? Because our place to play the sailing is different, like all other sports, no? Like football, like I don't know, motor, no? We race in the ocean, no? It's an open place, no? And maybe the sailing, and especially the offshore sailing, can explain or can simulate the sensations that you think when you are thinking about these values, no? I think the image with about sailing around the world, or about a boat in the middle of the oceans, no? Represents very good this kind of things, no? And specifically, you can work with a lot of things, no? With scientist issues, with communication issues, no? And I think that the sailing and the offshore sailing, it's a very good platform to explain these kind of things. Yeah.
So you're trying to spread a message as well, that we need to sort of take care of our oceans. We need to take care of the future, and the water is the lifeblood of what you do, and really it's the lifeblood of the human population, to be honest.
Yeah. That and it's very simple, no? We are racing in the water, no? And maybe a lot of problems of the humanity are connected with the water, no? With the plastic in the water, with temperature that is not the same like a few years ago, no? And we are sailing on the water, no? And maybe these kind of things are very easy to connect, no? And we can work with this kind of things, and I think that is good for some people to connect with this kind of things. Yeah. and with
When
his
we
message.
when we speak about social inclusion, what is the meaning behind social inclusion for you?
For me, it's important, and or for us, for Pep, who is the manager of the team, and he think a lot of this kind of things. In Barcelona or in Spain, the sailing is not considered a mass sport. It's only for only a few people who have a lot of money, and I think it's not correct. If you see countries like France or England, I think it's more easy to practice the sailing and offshore sailing, no? And in Spain, it's very difficult, and we feel that we are an extraterrestrials, like, and I think that is a good way to include some people that maybe never think to sail, no? And it's very important for us to include it in our project, these people, and for doing a project that is maybe the one of the more important races in the world, no? The Vendée Globe, no? And this contrast, I think is very good, no? To include as these people who has difficulties to start sailing, no? With a project that it will be on the start of the next Vendée, no?
Well, and you were mentioning earlier that it takes a team. Even though this race is solo, nonstop, and unassisted, it takes a team to make it happen. You have some absolutely amazing people backing you at the moment, but you definitely are in need of some more at this moment.
Yes, the last part, what do you say?
You have an amazing team of people financing you and helping you with your boat, etc. But you are actually in need of a few more.
Yeah. For me, it's very important, like the last edition, no, to have people who identifies with the project, no, and we are searching more people to want to accompany us for the last month to finish the preparation, and we are open to listen proposals in any way about the preparation of the boat, or the people who wants to explain his message, and I think that is a very good platform to do that, no? And for the reason we are in connection with a lot of people of Mallorca, no? That help us to prepare the boat, and it's nice, no? When you talk with people for other places, no? That they are identified with our project, and for us, no problem to have a lot of people with us. We are open, and we are listening all the people. Yeah.
Who are some of the sponsors that are on board already?
Yeah, it's very difficult because the mostly part of the project since last week it was with Pep and me. We paid the preparation, the boat, and this is not reasonable since this month, because we have to pay a lot of things now. We have to buy the sails, the paint of the boat, the spares for the race, no? And now is a very important moment, because is the moment that you have to go very seriously, no, to the start. And we expect that in the next weeks we have a good news in this way, but we are open to listen more people that they want to join us like the with this project. Yeah, but at this moment we are expect some people to his response.
So even if somebody had, for example, somebody that had sales to donate, that would be acceptable. They don't necessarily have to give cash.
Yeah, with some enterprises in the in the in the nautic issues for the boat, like electronics, like sales, like paint, like a lot of things. We have an agreement, and for us it's very important to have the his help, no, for prepare the boat. But maybe we need to go outside the wall of sailing, no, uh, to join the sail with people that never never heard about sail or about the sea, no, and it is our goal, no, and I think like other sports that maybe the people knows about Paris Dakar or the Olympic Games, no, but why you don't you can listen about Vendée Globe, no? I think it's an special race, and there is no similar race in the world, no. And I think that it's a very good point to try to go with us with our project.
So you were planning on being in Mallorca June 30th, Tuesday, June 30th. Are you going to be having a press conference of sorts as well to sort of get your message out there?
Yeah, we will meet with people who helps in Mallorca, and this is organized by Alex from Grupo Barco, who now is preparing the keel and other things on the boat, and he knows very well the ambient of the nautic enterprises in Mallorca, and he's doing a lot of work for us, and I think that it will be successful, no, to stay in Mallorca and to explain our project. Is the only project in Spain to the Vendée Globe, no? I think is very important for Mallorca too, for to participate with our project, no. And for us, it's very important to have to focus the project not only in Barcelona, in Mallorca, and maybe in more places, no. But at this moment in Mallorca, in Palma, Mallorca, we received a lot of support of Alex and other persons, and we want to continue. Yeah, and this is the reason for we going tomorrow in Mallorca, no.
Well, I mean, you're not just representing Barcelona; you are representing your country.
Yeah. But
So
it's for us. It's difficult for us to arrive to all the country, and this is a reason, because it's very good to have the support in Mallorca, because we open our space, no, and I think is the first step, no, and it's very important. Yeah.
well, you don't necessarily have to visit all of Spain, but you are a son of Spain, and
Yeah.
you know,
And I
it's
don't
great.
have time to visit all the Spain.
But to have the support of the country behind you in, you know, not only taking on the Vendée Globe, which is an amazing race, but as well supporting your message that you're trying to bring to the world as you go about doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And maybe not now, but in 10 years or in 15 years, there is more sailors that will do the Vendée Globe. And well, I try to do my best for explain the offshore sailing, no? And maybe it will be a sport with very successful, no? Not like football, but a little bit more than now. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? To be honest with you, sailing, all the sailors that I have ever interviewed are a very, very passionate bunch of people. They're rugged. They know how to work hard. I have seen boats. I'm actually dealing with the New Zealand Sailing Trust right now, who does sort of the same concept of what you're looking at doing. They take out kids between the ages of 13 and 16, and they take them out sailing, kids that would never have had the chance to go sailing before. And it gives them an entirely new outlook on life. It changes those children from what could possibly be inner city kids to give them an outlook that they never thought they may have, and an absolute new respect for the environment.
Yeah. Maybe is the best moment to impulse this sport or this discipline. No, I don't know. Maybe with our project, we help to explain and to share this message and join with the sailing sport. No, I don't know, but
Wouldn't
it's
it be
our goal. No?
lovely? It would be lovely to take kids from Madrid, for example, or the center of Spain, and take them out on the water and teach them what the ocean is, and teach them, what sailing is about, the teamwork, the camaraderie, coming together as a group, working together for one common goal. Yes, I think that would be an absolutely great result out of this project, and I think it's possible. But I also think that it takes a community to pull something like this off, and we need to come together as a community in order to make sure that your project goes ahead.
Okay, we are working hard to have a good project for the Vendée Globe and for join our illusion for be on the start of the Vendée Globe, and not only the race. I want to communicate very well the race, the project, and I think that there's a lot of people that wants the same, and I hope that it will be a good project and a successful race.
Do you know what? I am sure it will. You seem to be a man of passion, and I admire that, and I'm sure that you will go far. If anybody is interested in backing this next Vendée Globe race, as well as backing Didac and the team in their message, I will make sure to provide all the information about your website, so that people can go there and get in contact as well. On Tuesday, June 30th, you folks are going to be in Palma de Mallorca if people want to come and talk to you in person. But as well, we live in a modern age where anybody can get a hold of you via Skype, such as myself, or email, and find out how they can go about helping further your project.
Okay, thank you very much. We are very grateful for your help and for communication our project.
Well, do you know what? I really do want to follow up with you, and I'd like to have you back at a later date, the closer we get to the time that you leave, and then again when you come back. And maybe you could take some videos of yourself while you're on your solo journey and share them with us when you get back, so we could get a little bit of the mindset of what it's like to be out there on a race solo and unassisted.
Okay, or maybe during the race we can do a connection for you.
That would be amazing. I would really enjoy that, and I'm sure my viewers and listeners would enjoy that as well. Thank you, Didac. I know you're a busy man. You were in the middle of trying to get a hold of you was very difficult this past few weeks, so I will leave you be, but we thank you ever so much for your time, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Once again, we have been talking with Didac Costa. He is going to be competing in the Vendée Globe in 2020, in November. You have been watching another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I have been your host. Please tune in again for another episode.